If you want to get better at golf, let's be honest, the quickest and most efficient way is to practice and take golf lessons. But let's be honest, not everyone's got the time or actually the desire to do those things. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 very simple ways to get better at golf without practice. And they're going to change your game. Tip number 1, warm up. Now let's be honest, not many of you have got the time of a tour pro where you can get to the golf course an hour and a half before you play and do an extensive warm-up regime. All you need is 5 minutes before you tee off. To either hit shots in a net, even if it's just 10 shots to loosen your body up, or even better still, if you've not got time for that, grab a couple of golf clubs that are similar length, hold them together, so it's almost like double weighted golf club. Just do 10 full swings with 2 clubs, hold them both together. It really helps you warm up your golf muscles. At least then when you stand up to hit your first tee shot, you're a bit warmer, so you've got a better chance of hitting a great opening tee shot. All these little tiny adjustments make a big difference to your scorecard at the end. So talking about scorecards, it brings us nicely onto tip number 2, about actually managing the scorecard before you go and play. I love this idea of breaking up your scorecard into 6 3-hole sections. And all you're trying to do is get through those 3 holes at a time. Set yourself little mini goals, because every 3 holes, you're almost refreshing that energy, that kind of excitement to play the next 3 holes. It's a simpler way and an easier way to manage your score and your scorecard. Tip number 3, and I've come down here to the first tee and I'm warmed up and I'm feeling ready and confident, but also got to accept golf is hard and you are going to hit bad shots. It's just part of golf. Even the best players in the world, players like John Rahm, hit bad shots. And if you go in there with an acceptance of bad shots are going to happen, then when you do hit one, it doesn't come as a massive surprise and it doesn't kind of leave this kind of black cloud over your head where you're feeling frustrated and angry. And the quicker you can get over that bad shot, the more chance your next shot is going to be really good. Like, how many times have you played with someone where they hit a bad shot, bailed, get angry, frustrated, the next shot becomes another bad shot. Oh, that's an absolutely terrible golf shot. The next shot is another bad shot, and so on. Accept it, move on, and make sure your next shot is better than your last. Tip number 4, watch the ball. Like, this is so important. If you hit a shot that's not going straight down the middle, you've hit a bad shot, you might not have struck it well, it's curving towards the trees, watch it intensely. Like, get a marker on it. Notice at what tree it kind of landed near. Was it a post? Was there a bunker in line with? How are you going to give yourself the best possible chance of finding that golf ball? Yeah, you're annoyed, but you'd be more annoyed if you lost the ball. So many golfers will hit a bad shot and they'll instantly look away and they're just not watching it at all, and they're giving themselves almost 0 chance of finding the golf ball. Watch it, you'll find it, and you'll be able to hit it again and you'll improve your score. It's incredibly important and so easy to do. So point number 5, and it's a simple one, but it can make a massive difference to the consistency, the distance, and the height of your golf shot. So many golfers, once they've hit a shot, will just put that club straight back in the bag or give it a loose wipe, but really, that's not a good enough job. You want to get all the dirt out of the grooves. You want to make sure that club face is nice and dry, ready for when you hit this shot again. Having clean grooves don't just make your clubs look good, they also give you a consistent, reliable ball flight. This is key. So as you can see, I've given that a little wipe, but there's so much kind of grit and sand still left in the face. Getting a groove cleaner or a T-peg, just making sure all of those grooves are nice and clean again. Give it a quick wipe, and that is absolutely pristine, ready for the next shot. It doesn't take long, believe me, but it can honestly make a massive difference to your next shot. So tip number 6, when I'm playing with playing partners, I'm trying to do my best to learn from what they are doing. And you need to do this as well. Certainly when you get to a par 3, let's say for example, and you know you hit your shots similar distance to your mate, notice if they hit a 6 iron, does it get to the green? Does it come up short? Is the wind affecting the ball flight? And then you can make a much more calculated decision on the shot and the club you're about to hit. And it's also really important when you get up onto the green. Like if you and your pal have got a very similar putt, watch their putt. Like see how it moves across the green. Is it fast? Is it slow? Does it break more than you expected? This is not cheating. It's taking advantage of playing with other players. It's a safe way and a simple way that you can save more shots during your round of golf. Side note, before I come on to the final tip number 7, I just want to mention the fact that each one of these tips so far might not completely change your golf game. However, every advantage we can take is going to help you score. For example, next time you go and play, if you've warmed up a little bit before you tee off, you might just go and par the first hole instead of making bogey. Next time you hit the ball into the trees and look away, you might look out for it and find your golf ball. It's going to make a massive advantage. Those clean grooves might just help you hit it a little bit closer to the pin. And also you might just hold that putt after watching your playing partners putt before you. Suddenly you're saving 4 or 5 shots a round, and that really makes a big difference. Final tip number 7, play with better players. As much as you can, don't be scared or intimidated about putting your name down on a start sheet with better players. You can learn from their strengths. Like how do they navigate a golf course? How do they play good golf? You can watch and notice that they also hit bad shots. Like good players hit bad shots. It's inevitable. It's golf, right? As I mentioned before, golf is hard. And it might just help you kind of reset your expectation levels. If you hit a bad shot, it's going to happen as a slightly higher handicap. It's fine. Get out there, put yourself down with better players. I know when I've played with better players, it helps improve my game, that's for sure. Guys, thanks for watching. 7 tips to help you play better golf without practice. Again, if you can practice, great. If you can't, do these things and they'll help you play better. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.